So welcome back to the channel, welcome back to another fingerboard video where I talk about my fingerboard journey. Being a retired skateboarder, now enjoying tiny wheels and tiny decks and tiny trucks, using my fingers instead of my damaged legs. Okay, so I visited the ASI Berlin fingerboard store for the first time. I want to share my experience and my thoughts on the store and the parks and what kind of vibes there were, and yeah, basically the insights I gained from someone who never fingerboarded a proper fingerboard park before. First experience entering the store. Timo, the owner, former world champion. I mean, you guys in the scene, you know him already. I did not know him and ASI Berlin until like a year ago, but he was already there greeting me. He was packaging orders and he asked me if I need any help, and I said no, I just want to check out the fingerboard park and shred a bit and maybe buy something. Then he charged me €5 for the parks. How dare he? No, just kidding. No, totally understandable, but I was not prepared. I didn't know that you have to pay to skate the parks, but totally fine, totally cool. I know it supports the store, so I gladly paid, no problem. And yeah, the first thing I did was go into one of the bigger rooms where all these parks were, and yeah, it was amazing just seeing the parks in detail, which I have already seen on YouTube and other clips online before. And I was the only one in this one big room I went to. It was a Saturday afternoon, so there were quite a few people in the store, also in the basement, but not in this one room. Later on there was one guy who joined me, but he was using headphones and listening to loud music, so we did not really talk to each other. And then there were some kids who asked me for money, but yeah, not a lot of people, or basically no one approached me or asked me anything or said hi. I think there were some people also working for the store, and whenever I asked for, where I can wash my hands or where do I put my stuff, they were all super friendly. So I think it was just that there were small groups of people and I was just by myself skating, and I probably didn't give off a lot of like, yo, let's chat kind of vibes, But it was fine because I wanted to mostly skate the parks anyways. Yeah, let's talk a bit about shredding the parks and how it feels skating a proper skate park and also skating a lot of concrete obstacles. It was hard, it was challenging, it felt different from my little indoor spot at home, because I'm used to clean spots and smooth surfaces, so it did take a while to adjust. My wheels are not the softest, and for concrete you definitely need soft wheels, I feel like, especially if it's not smooth concrete. My maple wheels, by the way, they have a lot of squeak and grip on concrete. I did not feel like they were slippery at all, but yeah, otherwise they felt perfectly fine on every surface, but still a little hard on some concrete surfaces. Yeah, and because of that I did enjoy using the wooden obstacles more than the concrete obstacles or parks. It was hard, I did not perform the way I think I would perform. Later when I was in the shop area, by the way, no clips from the shop area, sorry for that, because most people were hanging out there and I did not feel comfortable filming. I wanted to just experience the store and not make content out of it. But it was super fun skating also the spot of the day, what they call, like a table where they build a spot every day, I think. There were some people also skating there. And then yeah, my wife, who was with me in Berlin, and my son as well, they called me and said that it's time to meet for dinner. And I promised Timo that I would also buy something, so I had to quickly decide what I will buy and bring home. And I really wanted to get a bricks obstacle or some of the concrete obstacles they sell, but somehow, I don't know, maybe because I felt pressured and there was not much time, I did buy this small wooden quarter pipe that you can use to do wall rides, which is fine, it's cool. I wanted something like that. It was also only $15, but I should have bought a bricks obstacle. Kind of regret not spending more money. So yeah, I bought that quarter pipe, and then I also got new Illpill wheels, the big pills, the 9mm diameter wheels. So yeah, why did I get these big wheels? I was curious how bigger wheels feel. I never really liked the look of these bowl wheels that are super wide. But these ill-pill big pills, they look just like regular street shape wheels, but taller. And I like the idea of using taller wheels on a wider setup, which I don't have yet, but on a 36 or 38mm deck. Eventually I want to buy a wider deck to experiment. But I like the idea of using a bigger setup for outdoor use. And I like how my ill-pill street wheels feel on concrete outside. So these bigger wheels will probably feel even better. Whoa. Yeah, no regrets so far. They feel amazing. And I like how much more pop I have now, because the deck sits up higher. And yeah, first time I tried the big pills was in the hotel room where we were staying. My son was making it very hard to fingerboard, and my wife was also quite annoyed by the sound. But the hotel room had this amazing roll-in kind of ramp, which had a 90-degree angle. It was super fun popping out of that. And yeah, the big pills felt amazing, and I feel like I can still do very technical tricks without much more effort. They are bigger and heavier, but they don't make my setup feel that much heavier. Yeah, very happy I got these and can't wait to spend even more money on a wider setup in the future. Waiting for new December decks to get to the fingerboard store so I can get me a 36mm deck. Yeah, that is all I bought at ASI Berlin. Should have bought some more concrete obstacles, but maybe next time. I won't be back in a while, but I do recommend everyone to check out ASI Berlin. Amazing shop, super fun, very good location. Yeah, and that should be it. Just wanted to talk a bit about my experience, and I see you soon in another video very soon. Ciao.